Good morning, it's a morning stream. Hopefully everybody... Wait, why am I not able to connect to the server? We're setting up now, buddy. Let's get set up now. My laptop is downloading the update files, because apparently there was an update to the launcher or something, so we're going to have that second screen coming up soon. In the meantime, let's load in what chunks we can over here. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, morning everybody. I've got coffee here that I've yet to pour. Yay, coffee. Coffee's getting poured. Woo! Okay. Maybe I'm going to move that setting up now text for a minute so that y'all can see how this looks at night, because we don't get to take a lot of time. Never mind, it's the Mojang screen. Thanks, the Mojang screen. Come on. Okay. I was going to say, we don't get to take a lot of time to just appreciate how this looks at night. Morning, Kindalis. Let's go ahead and open up the YouTube and the Twitch chats as well. Coffee and galaxies. Okay. So, I'm kind of in a weird place on this next episode, because I've got enough to show how this is going to look. But part of me is like, I should just keep going. Maybe I'm not going to get this whole side done, but maybe I could get half of the side done. So, we're going to see, basically, the goal is spend about an hour and a half just continuing to work on this. And then to record an outro. And then I'll go edit everything together. I'm in pretty good shape on the episode as a whole in terms of footage and stuff like that. We've got enough footage. Most of the editing is done. I do need to figure out how to do the replay mod stuff, or what degree of replay mod stuff we want here. Okay, so let's go ahead and make sure that we're set to streaming on there. Okay. So, setting up now. Waiting for the second computer to load Minecraft. Do. Okay. So, I feel like we have a reasonable plan here. If we can get maybe as far as, like, that line today, that's going to be half. That's about 128 blocks wide. Right? That's a good plan here. So, also, if you enjoyed the visit from my magnificently talented musical sibling, the artist formerly known as Sean Hills, on Tuesday, we talked about doing that again. Since Quinn has been furloughed from her day job, it's going to make sense to try to do more morning hangout streams with me. I think we're going to be... We talked about, like, what our schedules are in terms of everything. And what we landed on was we're going to try and do those once a week on Thursday mornings. Since we already did one this week, and it was kind of short notice, we're not going to do one today, Thursday. But starting next week, which coincidentally is Groundhog Day. It's not going to be a real Groundhog Day special, but... Boy, how long does Minecraft on Mac take to update? Where this has been staying cleaning up for like 30 seconds. Okay. Emily, you can find out answers to all sorts of questions about Quinn at twitter.com/redactedhills. I've found if somebody asks me, like, what are someone's pronouns, or what are they doing, or whatever, it's better to just send people to their website or their Twitter or whatever, because If I'm answering from memory, I might be out of date. I might be confused with I might be thinking of the wrong person. In this case, where we're talking about my literal sister, I'm going to remember. But, like, just in general, on stuff like that, I'm usually going to turf the answer back to the person themselves. I don't want to be speaking out of turn on behalf of someone else. I'd rather make sure that you know where to find the answer from their mouth. Okay. So, wow. I don't know if the Minecraft updater has taken a long time because of that new snapshot that came out yesterday or what, but this is very strange. So we don't have the pixel view from the camera yet. I've really figured that would be done by the time we got wrapped up with our, like, little intro and stuff here, but whatever, it's fine. We're doing it live. Okay, so can I find in Photoshop where we were working? Pretty sure we're next to that one. Where's my ruler tool? Okay, so when we got... Okay, Minecraft is finally launching on the laptop, so we'll have the camera coming in shortly. Okay. Let's zoom in over here. A little... Whoop. Whoa, what did I do there? Okay. Hey, morning, Ren. It's not morning there. It's afternoon, noon. Okay. Eclog says, I feel like you're getting through this side very quickly. I've missed a stream or two and it's twice as big. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, that stream or two have been a non-trivial amount of time. Like, that's probably 5 or 6 hours of work. Let's see. Okay, it looks like the feed for that is now working, so we'll get the flying camera in. Okay. Loading terrain on the camera account. Welcome, Mazer T. Yep, this is a live stream. Glad you could join us. We are just getting set up with our flying camera here. Okay, so it looks like there is another galaxy around down there, where are we in relation to the edge of this thing? Okay. So we are exactly level with that, basically. So we are short on black concrete powder at the moment. Okay, great. So now we've got our live view from here. Perfect. And... dang it. It seems like the first time I connect to the server from any computer on this network, I get booted. It's weird. Rokon Shimo says, actually studying space here, the fact you can describe an entire galaxy in terms of 4 or 5 Minecraft blocks is still wild. I mean, in fairness, you can describe anything in 1 or 2 words without fully capturing its majesty, but still getting to the heart of it. So, like, for example, Niagara Falls. Wet. I wouldn't say that fully or accurately describes Niagara Falls, but it does technically describe Niagara Falls. So, yeah, there's kind of... What the heck? Ugh. Okay. Okay, so, also, am I looking at the right... Okay, so the Discord chat is open, just nobody's saying anything. That's fine. This is kind of a surprise bonus stream. Now that we've actually got everything set up. Thanks. Yeah, see that little delay there? That's... Okay. Okay, welcome Salem and NJ. Yep, okay, cool. So Discord chat is working. Folks just weren't really talking much. That's fair. Okay, I'm too low for where I need to be. I need to be actually up here. No, it's fine. I figure a lot of folks are at work, so yeah, you don't have to be as chatty as... I mean, honestly, there's never any requirement you be chatty. But yeah, it's fair that people aren't as chatty as usual if they're getting through the workday. These are the, Yeah, I might need a different when will my stream begin, for my morning streams, because the nighttime one is like 8:30 p.m. It opens with the time that the stream starts in the evening, not in the morning. Welcome, Plant Pal. I'm sure you are a friend to many genes as well, because plants also have genomics, but you are Plant Pal. Okay. Let me zoom in over here real quick. Okay, so that's basically 2 over. We're going to start with those. Then we're going to get out gray terracotta, black terracotta, brown. Okay. Black terracotta, gray terracotta. Okay. Okay, let's see what that is in US Abacus Beats. Okay, that thank you to Evan Netta for tipping 5 US Abacus Beads worth of currency from the other side of the world. Evan Netta writes, "Good afternoon. I was just watching a recording of a Queen concert in Sweden, 1978. Very fun concert." Well, that's a fun way to spend the day. Let's see, I'm trying to think what time zone you're in. It's probably early afternoon there. Good chill way to enjoy some after lunch palling around. It's Republic Day here in India, says Disha. Well, happy Republic Day then. Okay. Well, thanks again to Evan for kicking us off with our first tip of the stream. I hadn't even remembered to ask for those, despite this being my job. I'm like, I gotta do a good job at the setting up the stream part first before I start asking for money. I gotta actually get Minecraft going. But Evan is not afraid to show some support regardless of my level of preparation. So thank you, Evan. It is appreciated. Okay, so this is actually going to go up here like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable with this stuff the longer I go. The other nice thing is now that we're getting so close to the top, I can just kind of eyeball this and go, okay, everything, these are the final points of interest between here and the top of the machine on this line, basically. So at that point, yeah, okay, so how long until we hit the next point of interest? There? Let's zoom out a bit. Okay. So we hit the next point of interest here at how many blocks out? 18 blocks from here. Okay. So 18 times 3 is going to be 56. So we can take 56 concrete powder times 3. And then set up a line across here. Dang it. Oh yeah, that does work. Okay, cool. Oops, that was 4. Welcome, Geek of Many Topics. People are saying 54. Okay, so we need to remove 2 from each stack. There we go. See, I was like, I'm awake enough, I don't need the calculator. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. So, Disha says, it's the day of our Constitution coming into place. Indian Independence Day is August 15th. That makes sense. Wait, what is this thing I'm hitting here? Oh, did I build that up too high? Maybe? Or... Am I looking at the wrong thing here? No, I'm in roughly the right place. I might have put that a little 1 block or 3 blocks too high. Wait, no. Oh, no. I've somehow managed to hit this thing. And I just lost my connection over there. Fair enough. Okay. So. Okay, wait. So then I've definitely overshot that next point of interest. If I'm hitting that thing. And of course I can't see right now where I'm at because of the loading terrain. I am not liable says, I'm late to the party on this, but is Joe doing this manually on purpose? Yes. I'm not trying to just be light Matica. I'm trying to artistically interpret this image as I go. So the thing is, if you're just taking like a meme and building a map of it in Minecraft, each pixel in like the original photograph doesn't necessarily have any real true meaning. But this is a photograph of a deep field from the James Webb Space Telescope. So each like lit up pixel is like a million stars. It's a galaxy, right? And so I intentionally chose an image here that had a pixel by pixel meaning to interpret block by block. Also, Badger Spanner says, with Lightmatica, you have to place the blocks already anyway. There's probably something you could feed it into, where I'm sure that one of the map generators I could reverse feed that into Lightmatica or something as a world file or something stupid. I don't know for sure that this exists, but I'm betting there something like that probably does. There's probably a way to take a description of blocks in Minecraft and turn it into a Minecraft world file and then load that as a Litematica model or something. Dang it, why is this? Toxic Glitter says, this is exactly what I need. Everything's on fire at work. Nothing to do with my team, but I'm the one on call. Oh, geez, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, Toxic. Okay. So, we are, I believe, next to that thing. Way back here now. Oh, I know why. You know, I'm looking at the ruler. I absolutely did this wrong. I was only supposed to measure out to that thing. And... okay. Yeah, that'll be why. That'll be why I massively overshot my mark. Because I didn't measure to... if you make the ruler 3 times longer than you needed, it doesn't measure the right thing. Okay, I only needed to go 15 from this point of interest here. So, 15 times 3 is 45. This is fine because those other blocks were also black, but I was filling in a different thing than I meant to. We're still... oh, gosh. I do not know what is up with this stupid... okay. Okay. So everything from here back is just going to go to the machine lip height. Okay. Whoops, I overshot that. Okay, I'm a little bit below the cam account sign right now, so yeah, let's... okay. Have a good time at your work seminar, NJ. But yeah, I like to build scale models of things in Minecraft because I like mentally modeling how the thing works, right? So figuring out how shipping containers or the Ever Given would work in Minecraft was not something that I wanted to have a 3D modeling program do. It was a problem I wanted to break down in my head. When I built scale models in HermitCraft Season 2 of, like, the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial and stuff, you know, part of the task I set myself at was figuring out how to optimally scale them in a way that is meaningful block by block. Because you can make something 1-to-1 scale that doesn't need to be 1-to-1 scale. Tango does, and he's been hooking me up. I have some leftover from last time he helped me. Would that hold you over? Let's go see how much Blackstone we have. Hey, welcome Genfire Raiders and any other Star Raiders. Oh boy. I have... yeah. Well... so I can spot you Sure. Negative 2341. Uh, 93, 2510. Okay. Ah. So just come grab what you need from the double chest on my pinball machines playfield at negative 2341 93 2510. Glad to help. Let's go lay our heads down and dream here. Fire Raid, warm in our heart. Thank you, Fire Raider. Sorry, I was just in the middle of a quick bit of correspondence. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and erase that now that we've shared those coordinates. Whoops. Don't need vector erasers. Let's just use the normal eraser. There we go. Okay. Is it worth it to do galloping block placement? No, because the area that we're working with is too small between the points of interest to make the change of context. So for galloping blocks, I have to empty everything else out of my toolbar, like my rockets and stuff. And I have to do some stuff too real quick. So can I collab with Pearl? If we see her come by, I can set up this a little bit higher up, so we'll notice her flying in, I guess. But, okay. So, let's see. Okay, so where are we at now? Where we are at now, we need to go up how many blocks until we hit the bottom of that? According to Photoshop, that line is 12 blocks high. That's gonna go run to the bottom of there. Okay, so we need to go 3 blocks wide and 12 blocks high. So that's 36 blocks. Okay, so this is where the next point of interest begins here. Okay, so we're going to have 2 black terracotta here. Whoops. Congrats on finishing your midterm, Arsonist Gaming. Gray terracotta we will dump right here. Then we'll move into the brown terracotta here. And we'll have another black terracotta there. Whoops. This is going to end up getting covered by the armor on the sides anyway. That protects the sides of the glass, but that's okay. Okay, so then coming back down here on this side, let's put in another black terracotta here. Well, actually, that's going to hit that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We kind of have a few extra pixels at the top there, just to make sure that the slope on this isn't exactly perfect in Photoshop, so that's fine. That's within the margin of error. Then we're going to come back down here, and we're going to go up how many blocks? 10, 7. Okay. So 21. Actually, 14, just to be... yeah, we'll do 21 here. Ghost Whisperer says, I'm very excited to see you play Vintage Beast TCG competitively. Oh, believe me, so am I. I have been putting a lot of thought and effort into some editing stuff. I've actually... one of the reasons that this next episode is taking a while to come out is I've been working on re-editing or tweaking what I edited last episode behind the scenes. I'm not going to, like, release that, but I'm just doing test footage kind of stuff to make sure that when the next... when the card game actually comes out, it'll be even easier to follow the action. The animations will be even smoother. We'll have score counters. We'll show which cards I'm drawing as I draw them. I've got all sorts of behind-the-scenes stuff I've been doing. I am very excited about Beef's card game. So, yeah, that'll be a real blast. Okay, so 6 here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So no points of interest directly above these. Oops. Okay. So that's pretty good. That's getting us almost to our halfway point. Like, when people land over here... Okay, let's... Yeah, that's looking like that's painted with galaxies. They may not be perfect, but it's something. Let me pour myself some more coffee real quick. I really hope I gave Pearl the right coordinates. Negative 23, positive 25. That's right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is feeling good. The more I'm getting done here, the happier I am with it, which is a good sign for the first pass of a project. We're going to do a second pass and clean up some of the colors on the pixel art and stuff. Right now, we're just getting everything roughly in place, getting a feel for it, but this is feeling pretty nice. Yeah. Taking a second to breathe, stretch a little bit. With a project this big, I don't want to get caught up in... Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, oh, I should retweet the, yeah, I should tweet that I'm live now. Okay, yeah, quote tweet. Live now. Come hang out as I do pixel art of a JWST deep field photo on the side of my Minecraft pinball machine. 128 meter wide. I don't know why I'm capitalizing pinball. Okay, cool. Spider Nom says, Cabinet looks amazing so far. Thank you. Welcome number 2, who has a impulse lurk, and paleo philosopher. Salem says, I'm sure the extra work will make the end result in future TCG episodes more awesome. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, once we actually start playing the games, I'm going to be playing a lot, so I need to figure out all the tricks to streamline the editing process now. 5_ says, did you ever consider using layers of glass and light sources for the deep space background instead of pixel art? That would add more depth and a lot more color shades as well. Yes. The thing is, V, that the back of the pinball machine is so the back box here, this giant rectangle that has no artwork in it yet, that's called a translight. That's where you have a translucent light, like and basically that's where on a pinball machine in real life you would have exactly what you're describing. And in a real life pinball machine, this part would just be painted or silk screened onto the cabinet. So the process you're describing, we're going to embrace when we get to the part of the pinball machine where it would actually make sense in the real world. But for the sides of the cabinet, we're going to be using flat pixel colors. And, you know, like I've been saying to folks, this is kind of an art project where I'm thinking through stuff as I go. Having different constraints for different parts of the project kind of helps me expand my brain a little bit creatively. Wait, why is the camera there? Dang it, the camera's broken. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, I should have been down here. And for some reason, I had the camera in rotation mode instead of in, oh, and it's also off-centered in the room. And it's pointing too low. Or it's, oh, I know what happened. I was supposed to change the zoom on the camera. And I didn't. Properties. Configure video. Oh, it's also at the wrong resolution. Okay, yeah, the camera's still completely messed up from the craft stream yesterday. Sorry, I will fix every part of this if given the opportunity, which I am taking now. Zoom 141. I wrote that down and everything. Okay. Focus is where it needs to be. Is it? It's hard to tell. Okay. You know what I just realized is my glasses really cover my eyebrows. So, my fiance, I saw on Twitter that my fiance was apparently going to the spa for some sort of eyebrow treatment. And I was just like, what's up? I never noticed anything suboptimal about your eyebrows ever. And apparently, the thought process was, I want them to be the same shape for the wedding. And I'm like, wait, they're not the same shape already? Maybe I'm just like too busy. I'm thinking to myself like, how am I just so adoring that I don't notice slight imperfections, or am I broadly eyebrow blind? What if my eyebrows are the wrong shape? Are my eyebrows going to be the wrong shape for the wedding? What do I do? But it turns out, looking at that thing just right now, looking at the camera for the focusing, my glasses cover my eyebrows. There's no eyebrows anyway, so nobody would know if my eyebrows were the wrong shape. So I guess I'm good. Oh wait, we need to go over there and get more yeah, oh, everything's a real spiral with me. Everything's a real spiral with me. You go elsewhere for otherwise. Oh. Boy, okay, so we're actually almost out of black concrete powder again. Okay, so from here, moving that over to here. We'd be going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the 7th would be black terracotta, brown terracotta, or gray terracotta, whatever. And then over here, zooming on in Photoshop. Okay. So we're going to go up to there. Actually, wait. Okay, so going over 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm doing well, Vegeta, other than all the rapid spiraling. But, yeah, I'm down here in slot 9, putting the hot in the hot bar. We are 15 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Ender Ninja says, do you need to go kill an entire river of squids for more ink? No, Tango hooked me up with wither roses. Tango Tech is the real MVP this season of like making sure that this project stays on track. Okay, I forgot to bring the empty boxes down here. Dang it, I'm gonna need those. Okay, so there were 3 empty boxes, maybe 4. Okay. So we're going to move the surplus black terracotta. Ooh, surplus rockets, for one thing, needs to go back in the thing here. Okay. What's this box of nonsense? Dang it. Okay, let's consolidate that down in with this other nonsense. Okay. Then we're going to offload everything we're actively using from our block palette into here as a temporary palette cleanser. Then we're going to grab these 3. Somebody says, watching your flight patterns and suddenly beginning to realize why Impulse's shop is sold out of totems. Yeah, I use a lot of totems. Case in point. But I did pick up my shulker box I left. I actually bought out the display totem. 2 diamonds per totem. Spider-Nom says, I thought the totem usage was just a bit. No, the problem is because my internet has been so terrible, it doesn't log, it doesn't react quickly when I hit a rocket. Emily W says, so that was you. I told him in the text chat, Impulse, you're out of totems. I just bought your display totem. Personal Zombie rolling in and tipping 10. Thank you very much. That puts us 5 away from our first face camera expansion. There was another display totem? Okay, good. Alex Bernstein says, I hope Joe does a stream where he cleans up the shulkers soon. He needs it. Well, this is all organized. Those shulkers up there are all blocks for the pixel art palette. The shulkers here are all blocks of gravel and sand and, like, dye. This is organized. Just because there's a lot of totem or shulkers on the ground doesn't mean it's unorganized. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 12, 15. Wait, no, that's not 15. That's 13. Okay, so then we got those, and then let's get some of these. It's not a chest monster if the blocks are already sorted. Oops. Mahi Zero says, Impulse's shop is vastly overcharging for totems. Well, but how much would a man with a lot of diamonds pay for his life? I mean... Okay, we want to put one of these back up so then we have room for 13 each of the sand and the gravel. See, these are even labeled concrete supplies. This is not a chest monster when you've got, like, everything organized and laid out and whatnot. Like... Okay. So let's see, we need 4 of these, it looks like. Do 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 da 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 do 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 da 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 do 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 da 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 do 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 do. Okay, so black concrete powder. Got plenty of that. Okay. Let's go ahead, actually. Let's take that empty shulker box before. And yeah, we're gonna take another box of sand here. Okay, gravel. Okay, we'll grab some dye. Give me some rope. Tie all the things. Making a lot of black concrete. Gonna build a pinball machine that is lit on the side with galaxies. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Ba-dum bum. Okay, all those are full now. Filling this one up. Okay. Yeah, sorry, yeah, I've got the Photoshop and Cam accounts there. Oh, I'm realizing it's a good time to show what this looks like at night on the camera account. And I can even switch to the Elgato only feed. See, this is what it looks like full screen with only the camera account. All right, this is looking pretty good. We're gonna bring it. We're gonna keep bringing the concrete over some more. We got work to do on this, but yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the feedback to where it was. Okay, so we are making good progress on this. Okay, so we're gonna grab some sand now. We've still got 2 back boxes and 1 whole side to do on this thing. We got plenty of black concrete we need. We also haven't started on anything below the sea level. That's like a whole separate project that we'll come back to later in the season. Having it rise out of the sea for right now is going to have to be good enough. Okay. Okay. Gonna grab 4 more wither roses. Gonna grab more gravel. Black dye. Black dye. Okay. Black concrete powder. We got so much going on. We got so much going on. Everybody's having a good time. Making all the stuff we need to build a pinball machine. La da 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 da. Okay. I'm gonna move these 2 over there since we're starting to fill these. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So then gonna need 4 more sand. Yeah, we are definitely starting to run low on sand, but that's okay. Uh-oh, I forgot a few stacks of wither roses here. There we are. Ghost Whisperer. Yeah, I did see that Isuma clip about my realizing that my fiance was my fiance. Yeah, that was very amusing. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to bring these up top side here. So that's 8 shulkers worth. We've been burning through about, I'd say, 4 or 5 a stream. So this is actually not as much as you would think. Hey, the Voif, welcome. Alex says a very satisfying, efficient process. Thank you, Joe, for doing this. You're welcome. Okay, we're going to turn night into day here. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, give those creepers a chance to despawn. I don't know if there are any creepers spawned along here. I'm hoping that it's lit up well enough on the whole that, yeah, it looks like it's relatively safe. Okay. Let's see. Any coffee left in the French press? Yeah, get that out of there. Into the mug. Okay. Welcome, Equinox. Glad you could join us. Alex says, thank you for doing this on stream in particular. Okay, got it. Yeah. I thought about, like, a new Dennis E. Taylor book came out today on Audible. And I thought about just putting that on and trying to see how much of this I could get done. But at the same time, like, I feel like my creative process with building and stuff benefits from having y'all involved. Wait, did I? Did I do the math right on that? Oh, I'll come back to that. Janie Laney says, hello, Hotbar Joe and friends. Yes, it is I, indeed. Wow, the internet is having trouble here. That's the other thing, is if my internet was having trouble and it was not streamed, I would just be annoyed. I mean, I'm still kind of annoyed. Oh, welcome, Jeff. Morning, Jeff. I'm still kind of annoyed, but, like, I'm channeling that into being entertaining rather than, like, just being furious. Like, if I got disconnected 4 times while listening to an audiobook, I'd probably just be like, fine, I'll try again later. But if I get disconnected 4 times on a stream, I'm like, that's just how we're living now. Let's move on. Okay. Okay, so let's put the black dye in the dye box in case we need it for terracotta or something. So we're going to grab all these out of here, and then we're going to grab... So this is kind of our build palette here. We are definitely running low on light gray concrete. So I think I'm going to take some of my leftover yellow concrete. We have a ton of yellow concrete. We'll dye that light gray. Light gray dye. So we want to make 9 light gray dye. And then we want to take our yellow concrete powder, throw it in there. It's fine. How did the emoji turn out yesterday, asks Janie. Good. I guess I could pull it up in Photoshop here. This is how it ended up looking. See, I've still got Photoshop open, Janie. So this is from our craft stream yesterday. Now, of course, since then, those pieces of paper are all... Oh, I'm holding them up for the webcam. The camera's small. You can't see it. Since then, those pieces... Since I didn't glue those to the backing paper or anything, I just placed them there after cutting them. They're now all over the floor. I'll get it eventually. The important part was generating the emoji for the Discord. The cutting of the paper was more ephemeral. So, anyway, switching back to my Photoshop of what I'm working on here. Alex Bernstein says, Joe, if you've seen Satisfactory, the game, you've seen another game that has a lot of grinding, where some video makers snap their fingers and show their completed projects. I like seeing the work. Well, the thing is, Alex, like, in a YouTube video, this work, me making a 16-hour YouTube video of this would not be enjoyable for a lot of people. But that's why it's not a 16-hour YouTube video. It's a bunch of 2- and 3-hour streams spaced throughout the week. Yay! So, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Let's fly back up here. And let's zoom in on our, camera here. Okay. So now that we have the... Oh, I didn't get the black concrete powder. I mean, I went and got, like, 8 boxes of black concrete powder, but I didn't actually bring any of those back with me. Or, wait, is this 9 boxes of concrete powder? Yeah. I brought plenty back up here in general, but I didn't bring it into my inventory. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like if I go 4 over from here, Because I'm already... Oh, I started going 4 over. That's part of the problem. Okay. So the... boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's me going... Yeah, 5. Okay, so that's... And I need to do that until I am even with that, which I am now.
Joe, dude, this is looking great, man.
Hey, Jeff! Thanks!
Hey, guess what? I got
What?
a joke for you.
You got a
Are you
joke
ready?
for me?
Are you
What do
ready?
you got? Tell me.
What do you call a gator that wears a vest?
A
An
gator that...
investigator.
Oh my gosh. Investigator? Bye, Jeff. Okay. That's slightly more unnerving than Scarf randomly hot guying me somehow. But somehow I endure. Oh boy. What do you call the flippers of a dolphin that survive Ijevin? Endorphins. I'm here all week. Okay. Stopping the recording, switching back. Okay, whoops, that's the wrong camera. There it is. Okay, so Salem writes, I admire Jeff's dedication to the pod. Yep. If you enjoy quality humor opportunities like this, we are $5 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. I'm down here putting the hot in the hot bar in slot 9. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube super chat. Okay. So let's see. So this next bit is going to be some gray and cyan. Okay, and we got more light gray concrete there. Cool. So we're going to go up 1, 2. Okay. So I am now level with that. So this is the point where we hit this gray concrete, gray concrete, gray concrete. Yeah, that's its own whole thing. And then we're gonna have 1, 2, whoops, 1, 2, and then 2 black terracottas in here. Actually, so that's gonna come up 1. So we're gonna need a brown terracotta there. Although this will probably end up being covered by the armor anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So then going down until we hit this. The next thing above that is aligned with its edge over here. So that means that we can go through this way and just dump in black concrete powder for now. Flyby punning, exactly. Probably should lay our heads down and dream, because I don't think Pearl is super dedicated to that nightlife. And hey, it looks like we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who that's from. Lakshmi13 just tipped 13. What? How self-consistent. And writes, Joe, Shay Shay for the Shay Shay emote. I had to miss the craft stream yesterday. Take care, Lakshmi13. Woo! Well, that gets us 8 past our next face camera expansion milestone, or our first face camera expansion milestone. So please direct your attention down here to where I'm putting the hot in the hotbar in slot 9 so I can say, howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee, and now you can see my duct-taped headphones a little better. They're reflecting a lot more light. I need like a matte green tape instead of a shiny tape. Is what it looks like. But core concept, you can't see the logo on top anymore when I duck my head forward. So that was a success. Yeah, I had fun on the craft stream yesterday. We've got Janie Laney coming to an upcoming craft stream too. Very excited about that. I think that's next Wednesday. She told us during the craft stream. And of course, me being me. Get green gaff tape. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, the voice. She told me during the craft stream. And so, of course, my brain was like, oh, I'm sure that's written down somewhere else. It's not. So, but she's doing a smiley face in the chat. So let's assume next Wednesday is the plan. Okay. So this one is going to come up here. Okay, great. And then this next area here is where we start running into more points of interest. Okay. Got that camera already set up pretty well for this. Okay. So how much higher than that is... So that's 6 higher. Okay. So we'll lock in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll start going until we get to 6 higher. So that's 2 passes. And then another pass. Okay. Cool. Now we've got some dark grays in here. So we're going to have some cyan terracottas, some gray terracottas. And I think for that central one, instead of using gray, I'm going to actually use a pearlescent frog light. It's the closest thing to a gray light we have. It's not perfect, but I think it's going to have to do. Janie just confirming next Wednesday in the Discord like a professional. Thank you, Janie. Thank you, Janie. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. Mini Cheese Mouse says, looking forward to seeing the replay mod footage of the skin being added to the pinball machine. Yeah, the thing I'm worried about, though, is it's going to take... Oh my gosh. A lot. In order to figure that out. Because of, what do you call it? Because this is going to be broken into so many pieces, making a time lapse out of like 8 2-hour streams or 8 3-hour streams, each one's going to take like a lot of time, unfortunately. Well, we don't want to do anything with glow liking because we're going to pour water on the sides of the machine. That might be something for another future pass, but we can't really do glow lichen at this stage without it being swept away. That's why we're not doing anything like on the outside here. Okay, so let me zoom out here. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, and then in here, we're going to have gray terracotta and light gray terracotta and gray terracotta as well. Then we're gonna go just until we hit the top there. Okay. And then looking at this, no major points of interest for a while. Yeah, no need to apologize. I'm just letting you know my thought process. Uh-oh. Overshot. And I'm down here now instead of right there. Okay. So it looks like other than something around there, we're good for right now. So how far over does that go before we start running into points of interest again? Really? Next major ones are there-ish. Okay, so that's that, roughly. So we've got that marked out. Okay. So we have a dark area here, and then we have a big cluster of stuff immediately following it. So let's fill in the big dark area, I guess. Boy. So that means... So right here, though, is where we're missing this one. If I'm reading this right. Yeah. And that's why we don't have that done. So then if we do these two in here, then we can go basically up to the roof. Or up to the top of the sidewall. Okay. So let's zoom back in on this. Okay, that's how that works. We're gonna zoom way in over here. I've left myself plenty of room to work. Mini Cheese Mouse says, I honestly wouldn't mind watching a 5 to 10 minute time lapse of this project of this scale. No, but what I'm saying is though that even rendering out the time lapse will take me like 8 hours or something wild for something this big. Maybe not 8 hours, but there's a lot of setup. I have to do camera setup for the time lapse on each time I disconnect and reconnected from the server. I have to reset up all the camera stuff and start another render. And you can queue that stuff up overnight, but it's less reliable than babysitting it. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle time-lapsing this, but I might time-lapse certain elements of it, like showcasing certain galaxies getting built or stuff, but like I don't think I necessarily want to show the whole thing. Okay. And I'm gonna have to be intentional with it is the thing, and that's good because it's like art should have intentionality to it. I just haven't figured out exactly how or to what degree. Okay. So let's get the black terracotta in here. Okay, so we've got that sorted. Actually, that may be better as gray. Wait, no, hold on. I was one too low there. Yeah, the day-night cycle is challenging when doing time lapses as well. You can turn on night vision mode and do certain things to route around the damage, but it's frustrating at best. Actually, wait, that should be there. Okay, so... Okay, I don't want that to be black terracotta. I want that to be gray terracotta. With black terracotta on top of it. Brown terracotta here. Bit of orange terracotta here. Jack-o'-lantern here. Orange again here. Brown concrete here. $16 is just a very long time. Nika says, looks like you're kind of trying to do a giant paint by number. Kind of. I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. It's kind of an artistic exercise in scale and things like that. Okay, so black concrete powder goes all the way through here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that means where I'm standing right now is where I want to put. No, wait, hold on. Is it? Yeah, that's right, that's right. Gray concrete, gray concrete. Put a cyan terracotta here, gray concrete here. Okay, then there is no points of interest, it looks like, above until we hit that. So... And even then, the next point of interest is how high up? 14 blocks up. Okay, and everything else is... Okay, let's do that real quick. So we're going to go 14 blocks up from here. 14 times 2 is 28. So we're going to... And then this point of interest is like super dark. It's like 1 gray terracotta and 2 black terracotta. It's almost invisible. And then nothing above that until we hit the top. So that means everything in here can be filled in with just black concrete. There's no other points of interest or anything. It's just a big gap. So we're going to go grab more black concrete powder here. We don't need to be careful with inventory stuff at the moment. Do we have any greens even coming up in the near future? Eventually. But I feel like for right now, trading out my green frog light and concrete is going to be worthwhile. You don't necessarily need multiple of the same color anyway. So let's get the extra uncolored terracotta out here. Great. And then we're just going to grab a ton of black concrete to fill in the rest. We are at the 90-minute mark or so for the stream. We've been going for about an hour and a half. Hope y'all are having a fantastic morning. Getting stuff done yourself. I feel like this has been really productive for me, having this bonus stream in here. I really know I'm going to get so caught up in Beef's card game as soon as it launches that, like, I'm just going to feel better having good momentum on this project. If I solve all the big problems with the color palette and the math and everything now, then when we start playing Beef's card game all the time, I can slip in some work on this with that momentum already established. And that's going to be a good way to be making progress on my base in the background of a lot of card game episodes. Welcome, Lizard Wizard 102. Things are doing well, and I hope they are with you. As you can see from our camera account thing, we are working on the side of our colossal scale pinball machine here. This particular section doesn't really have any points of interest in it, so we are just knocking out everything as we go. Beef's here. Howdy, Beef. Oh boy. Okay, so then when we get to here, we're going to go up one. I might end up shaving the top off of this anyway. I'm not sure. I might be one block too close to the limit there. Oh wait, this needs to go up one here too. Oh, this is so exciting. We're making progress. Let's go fly away real quick and see how it's looking in the first person here. Yeah, that feels like we're about halfway through this whole side. Maybe we're not quite. And I mean, it does get taller as we go to the right, but this is very exciting. Just, I'm so excited. It's really coming together. Oh, let me push the camera up a little bit because of the overlays. Great. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera count down here, and we're going to figure out what we've got to do in this area now. Gem joined the game. Wow, it's just so busy on the server today. Was Gem on here earlier? Did I already greet her? I don't want to be bothering people. Scar's the only one that, like, demands to be greeted every time. But, like, I don't want to bother people. Welcome, Gem. Howdy, Gem. Oh, nope. Gem's gone. Okay. So let's find where we are in Photoshop to match up with this little area here. Okay. So that's where that little connector is. So from 2 blocks up from that, we're going to have this galaxy, and then we're going to start coming into this one. Okay. So we can go across, how many there? 7 until we get 2 above that. Okay. So let's go fly back over there and start working on that. Diodokinetic says, I really like the design. Thank you. It's using a James Webb Space Telescope image. So let's see. So this is... So here's 1, 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I do the Photoshop design? I took a photograph from the James Webb Space Telescope, and I scaled it. I spent several hours trying to figure out the proper scale to do it at in Minecraft to make it look good with the pixel art and the blocks at the scale we're working. But I did not take the photograph. It was taken by the James Webb Space Telescope. Okay, so I need 4 blocks here. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and folks are also commenting on the Discord for Patreons only. Okay, so we've got in here... let's do gray terracotta for the bottom here. And then a brown terracotta, brown concrete, and black terracotta. Okay, so this one is slightly brighter, just imperceptibly. Gray terracotta again at the top here. NJ says it's amusing to see the mini you hopping back and forth. Thank you. I do try to be amusing. This is an entertainment show. Yay! My entertainment show is recognized for being entertaining. Woo! Okay, so I think we're gonna go like that there. Okay, and then back across here. Am I out of frame on... Where am I? Oh, yeah, sorry. Somehow I'm out of frame on the camera account. Okay. Okay. So... Seeing Joe next to the pinball machine from another player's perspective really helps sell the size of the machine. Yeah, this is huge. Okay. So where was I? That one's going to go up like that. By another one here. And then we don't really have anything for 3 whole blocks. Well, actually, wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to go to sleep. Pearl's not gonna. Yay. How did I open the shulker while asleep? That's cool. Probably a glitch. How close are we to the halfway point, actually? Because the halfway point is at this bed. Okay, so... So the actual halfway point going up the side of the cabinet is here. Which if I zoom out, how far away is that? That's not too far. So we won't have done a full half panel. But we're making progress. Okay. Since we're back down here anyway. So that goes to there, and then when's the next... So from here, if we go back that way, that is 8 blocks, and then 3 up is where we have the first point of interest. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 8. Okay. When I say the first point of interest, that's like really almost invisible. So that one's like just. Actually, let's try maybe gray concrete. Gray concrete. Gray concrete, cyan terracotta. This is so close to black. It's almost invisible, but it is there. And then 3 up from that and 2 over from the wall. We're going to hit that. Okay, that one we've already done. That one's that one. Okay. And then up from there, there's that one that we can work on. Okay. Going back this way, though, then there's nothing for a while until we hit that there. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what that is. That one's there. How far until we hit that? 11, so that's 33 blocks from... Oh, wait, we're in the wrong... I'm not even in the right place. Okay. So... I can go 30 blocks over here before we hit anything of note. Well, that doesn't look like it's coming out right. What did I do? Gotcha. Oh, those two are kind of placed mistakenly close together. Gotcha. Okay, so I can fix that by nudging that one back over. I miscounted a bunch of these and compressed them too close, it looks like. It also looks like there really isn't anything on that line there for a while. Partially because I did that wrong. Welcome, Nocalia. Welcome back, Evanetta. Glad you could join us again. Queen Dark Lady says, How's the galaxies going? It is going okay. Like I said, some of the math I might have messed up early on, but on the whole, we're in good shape. I'm just figuring stuff out as I go here. Okay, so that's there. That needs to go above that. Let's just keep advancing up this way for right now. So we're gonna fly back up and over here. We're filling in a lot. We're filling in a lot. Okay. So I need to figure out. Let's zoom out in Photoshop real quick. Why is that not? That's zooming in. That's the opposite of zooming out. Okay. So that's there. So that's directly under us, basically, around here or something. So we can zoom in on that ruler then. Okay, so I'm standing 3 blocks above that here. Yes, 3 blocks above that. Okay. And directly above it. So let's put a little marker here to indicate where we're standing. Okay, so we've got that piece in. So we need to go up 4 until we hit the next point of interest. Okay, we need another black terracotta there, it looks like. And then if we go back over here, okay, so that's that. And then, okay, so then we want black concrete just on top of that until we hit this bit here. Yeah, this is only the first pass. We're just trying to get it figured out. And I'm feeling good about it on the whole. Okay, so... Actually, though... What I should have done is I should have had a gray terracotta here, maybe? Where does that connect? Okay, wait. That's how it works. Okay. Let's zoom in a little over here. Okay. Let's go lay our heads down and dream. Paul Fitzpatrick says there's got to be an easier way to convert a bitmap to a Lightmatica. Probably, but then I wouldn't get to look at space telescope imagery 1 pixel at a time. That's part of the fun. Like, I'm not taking a random photograph that has no meaning to any given pixel, right? Like, if I was like, oh, hey, I'm going to take the Oh Really Owl and build it in Minecraft. The individual pixels don't necessarily have a lot of data to them, but this is an incredibly high-resolution image from the James Webb Space Telescope. each pixel could be millions of stars. And so part of this is a meditative work where I'm kind of trying to keep that in my head, which is a challenge, if that makes any sense. Okay. Morning fall or howdy falls. Okay. And I am getting better at this as we go too. So it's not like I'm getting better at every part of this. So I don't feel like it's necessarily a huge waste of time in that like I'm improving. I'm making progress. I'm gonna put a light gray concrete here. Another black terracotta and a gray terracotta here. And then we're basically in the clear until we hit the top. Okay, so let's go grab some more concrete powder because we're going to need it for this. Camera's getting low in the frame. Okay, that's fair. Let's zoom it on out. Okay, so we're going to grab some more of that. Gonna need it. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 up from that one. Well, yeah, that will be in frame. Okay, cool. And that's how far over? That is directly above there. Okay, so directly above there is... one from the edge, okay. Yeah, I can fix the elytra at some point. Lots to do. Are we almost to the bed? Where's the bed is the halfway mark. Where is the... Oh, it's down there. Yeah, it's... We're almost to the halfway mark. That's it. That little... You can't see the bed quite, but the you can see the scaffolds right there. Okay, so actually... Wait, no, this is where we need to... start looking at this, and then brown, let's see, gray, brown concrete. Actually, that should probably be brown terracotta there. And then we'll put gray terracotta here. Oh, nope, that's just slightly too high. brown terracotta, brown concrete, and gray terracotta. Okay, fantastic. Stretching out a bit. Oh boy. And let's pull the camera back in a little bit here. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and aim to take a hydration break on the half hour. So in about 7 minutes, we'll go to the spider farm and fix our wings and take a break to refill my drink. I've still got a little coffee left. But if I'm going to keep going, I'm going to need to restock or what have you. Okay. So when I'm looking at what I'm looking at here. Okay, so that's that gray kind of trail right there. This is where I'm standing, is what I think. Is that right? No. No, there's no way that's right. What am I standing on? Okay, that's a little... No, maybe that is the right. Wait, no, I'm one over here, maybe? Oh, boy. I'm 2 above that. Yeah, okay, wait, so that was basically right. Because that dark, the gray is so hard to see. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing here until we hit... How high up is that from me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can go over a good distance before there's any points of interest in there, really. Really, there's not much in there either, just one block. Okay. Okay, I should probably just fill that whole thing in until... Three past there, it looks like. Yeah, okay. I somehow really put these 2 items too close together. So I'm gonna have to fix that sooner or later. Okay, well, if I'm going over 9 for right now, 9 times 3 is 27. So... that'll probably take me to where my existing boundary was. No, not quite. Okay. But why was my existing boundary there? Because that was... there's no reason not to go the extra 2 here that I can see. Okay, so then we move the ruler up 3. Whoops. Or whatever. And then we're gonna... So, nothing major between here and there. Is that something? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to have black concrete in here, or black terracotta in here. Actually, we'll have... No. Oh, it's getting dark. Gray terracotta here. Cyan terracotta and gray concrete better. Maybe Jim logged out near a bit. Yeah, she did. Okay, so from there, I go up to there. Okay, so move the ruler up again. Oops. Then we've got 4 blocks until we hit the next point of interest. So okay. Okay, so then we're going to go above that. Oh boy. Now I'm directly above it, according to the camera count. It's going to be a black, black, gray, brown, terracotta, type 1. Okay. And then 3 past that, we're going to have a little L and then nothing. So let's go. Gray terracotta. And then no points of interest until we hit the roof. Okay, pull the camera out a little bit here. And up 1, and up 1, and up 1. And that's our halfway point. So we have done the front half of this cabinet, and we've made some progress on the back half. Let's switch over to the capture card only view here in the flying around. I mean, this is looking pretty good to me. Definitely room for improvement. Definitely room for a second pass. Okay. Whew. Hey! Let's go ahead and switch back to the first person mode because we've got a tip rolling in. Thank you very much to Michael for tipping 21, who says, "Is it just me, or do you look kind of small today?" Thanks for your streams and your videos and just being you. Well, thank you so much, Michael. That first 12 gets us one face camera expansion milestone, and then, let's see, another 9 gets us 11 away from the next one. So here we go. It's time to expand Joe. Do. So thank you so much, Michael, for supporting the arts and my show in particular. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are about to go take a hydration break. I need to fly over to the spider farm, though, so that we can repair our wings. I know the spider farm isn't as efficient as the Enderman farm, but the amount of time it takes to fix my wings is the same amount of time as it takes for me to play a song, go to the kitchen, and come back. So, you know, it's optimal in that way. Whoops, we have overshot slightly. What is this, what's this for? Is this part of the, tram system? To go to Decked Out from Ethos Base? Because it seems kind of far from Ethos. But, okay. Let's grab the Spider Farm sword. Let's stand on the gold block so we're in range of all of the things. All the things. Okay. So, let's pull up our list of folks we need to thank. Spreadsheets, sheets that matter. Patreon thanks. Hydration breaks. Who do we need to acknowledge thanks? Mahi Zero requested binge watch rap, so I guess we'll go ahead now and play that. Okay, this binge watch rap here, where if I can find it. Let's alphabetize this real quick. Binge watch rap. It's a 3-minute song, so I am gonna put on here hydration break BRB. Thank you, Mahis, very much for that. And see y'all in 3 minutes.
Green glass screen, placing blocks per hand, it's the hills extreme. Have you ever seen a Yo's expand? Grown and shown up with your demands, yeah. Everybody subscribe, Sean Hills is here to promote his bro live. Placing blocks all over the place, all powered by a vegan with jump boost and haste. Brother, I'll watch him let's play and excavate with Joe, all the views I'll say it. Binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft. Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe. Stream it. Fill in your gaps, check live feeds and load up HermitCraft. Watch it on any size screen. Back it up to clone redstone machines just building. With dry concrete powder, wetting it down for a much smoother towel. Cause on this tube there's only one server. The whitelist is closed, so don't inquire further. Neighboring players compete on their stores. HermitCraft is your love with improv rapport. You just binge watch, HermitCraft. binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, Joe, go binge watch, 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 Joe. Viewers, you better click subscribe because today we're building that hype. Comment, your praises don't fail. Sean Hill's on a roll with HermitCraft details, singing out loud the way it should be sung with the Nashville sound that you like for fun. You know it's live now like a HermitCrafter. Read the description, tweet about it after. The hour of the Hermit is nigh, churning out videos y'all will like. Binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, Joe. Go binge watch, Joe, 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 binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, binge watch, HermitCraft, Joe, go binge watch, Joe, go binge watch, Joe, go binge watch, Joe, go binge watch, Joe.
Welcome back, everyone, from our hydration break. It's me, Joe Hills, from Nashville, Tennessee. Let's go ahead and erase that hydration break. BRB. Thank you again to Mahi0 for selecting our song today, Binge Watch Rap, from our second album, Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills, Volume 2. Let's also go ahead and see if we can get that elytra repaired. It's looking like it's in pretty good shape to me. Might want to get that shovel out. Maybe repair the shovel a bit. Put the cave spider farm thing back. Whoops. There we go. There's our shovel repaired. All our gear is fully up to snuff. Didn't need to go all the way to the end. Okay. Welcome, everyone, back. We are getting going on our pinball machine here. Making progress. Whew, finally. Been planning this thing for over a year. I really wanted to do this in Season 8, but they didn't change the build height. So... so exciting, actually getting progress in. Okay. So, I'm looking at this, and let's fly around. Oops. Okay. So this is the half that isn't finished. And we've got some progress on it. I'm not sure how far we want to go with it. I know I originally said the plan is to work on this for an hour and a half and then record the outro to the video. But it's kind of one of those things where, like, if I can put in an extra half hour of work and have the video end in a much more satisfying way, then that's great. Now, here's the other thing, though, is doing some of these complex galaxies. Like, honestly, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of points of interest in here. Like, this whole cluster in Photoshop right here. You can see me waving that. Like, that's a lot. This right here is a lot. Now, there is some low-hanging fruit down here, though. We can, like, kind of clean up some of the bottom here and have this more filled in. Mahi says, you wouldn't have had this gorgeous image to skin your machine with if they changed the build height. That's true, but I didn't actually choose the deep field theme, the Space Telescope theme. until after the JWST successfully deployed. That was kind of on my top. That was on my top 10 list or whatever for theme ideas, was space. But I was kind of worried since the JWST was such a nightmare in development and kept getting postponed. I didn't want to commit to that until we saw it launch and deploy successfully. So if it hadn't worked out, I would have gone with one of my other theme ideas. Or if we had started on it a year earlier, I would have done it differently. Okay. So. Nocalia says, if you had unlimited time and money, would you try to create a deep field pinball machine IRL? Oh, I don't even need unlimited time or money. If I just had, like, an extra 20 grand, I would, like, really, what I want to do is I want to set up, like, a proper wood shop craft area for streaming. Like, maybe not an extra 20 grand, maybe an extra 40 grand. Because, like, I need to be able to buy a house and, like, with a garage and set up the garage for it. But that's not, like, an impossible dream. That's just doing better at my job. Right? Because there's not really a set ceiling on how much money you can make on Twitch and YouTube. So, like, you know, this is kind of one of those things where I'm like, well, even if I just wait until my kid goes off to college, I'll save enough money by not having to live near her school or whatever. Because right now, we're in geographically dependent school mode. Like, I could move somewhere cheaper and build a workshop there, but Badger points out that this JWST was literally dropped. Yeah, I know, right? They literally dropped the thing on the ground at one point, and I was like, oh gosh, if we waited all this time and it doesn't even deploy, I'm gonna be super disappointed. So, yeah. So, okay. But yeah. So, Nocalia, yeah, I definitely would love to build a working pinball machine myself. But that's like, because there's a huge homebrew pinball machine building community out there of really cool people. I raid some of them sometimes, but they're usually streaming at night, so you won't see that necessarily too often during the day. But yeah, I would really love to try and do that, but I'm not there right now. It's just not feasible. The school lottery we don't find out about until like a month from now. So, was TNA homebrewed? Yeah, Total Nuclear Annihilation started off as a homebrew pin that Scott Denisi made in his garage. So, okay. So from here we can go. Oh wait, actually. What level am I at right now? If I'm just looking at it. Let's bring the camera in here. Okay. So I'm currently at that level. And, oh, presumably that big fireball thing goes somewhere in there, but we did that wrong. Okay, so I might have miscounted this out somewhere. Okay, so 18 away from here is where we need that. So that's, boy. So 18 times 3 is going to be 54. Yeah, okay. Okay. So that actually does line up right. Okay, so we got this really cool orange and okay. Let's get a okay. So this is where we need the first black terracotta. And we need those going down there like so. Okay. Brown concrete would probably be appropriate here. Brown terracotta would be appropriate here. Then black terracotta, gray terracotta. And let's throw in brown concrete, orange concrete, gray terracotta. Okay. Actually, let's put this there. Let's get a jack-o'-lantern in there. A white terracotta in here. Okay. Let's grab a yellow and like an ochre frog light, I think would be good in here. Yeah, Spooky Pinball did publish TNA. This machine here is modeled after a TNA cabinet, actually. Because I've been measuring the actual TNA I'm renting from George Don't Panic Flip Fisher. Okay. Let's get a brown concrete here. Maybe another orange terracotta here. That's a string. Why do I have a string? Oh, yes, spider farm. Get that out of my... I do not need that at this time. Unnecessary. Okay. Brown concrete there. Going up here with another gray terracotta. Brown terracotta can go in here and here. Black terracotta on top of each of those. Gray terracotta on top of this. As well as there. Black terracotta there. Then we're going to have a gray concrete here. cyan terracotta here. Okay. Cool. So then when we go back to this thing, okay. We can definitely fill in the concrete powder across to here, it looks like. Although halfway out there is something. Yeah. Okay. So let's come in here like so. Okay, so once we hit 9 across, we're gonna hit the next point of interest. Well, yeah. So 9 across, that's 27 blocks of concrete powder. Okay. This is gonna be another black terracotta. Whoops. Okay, and then we're cool across there to here. Oops. Okay, we got a tip rolling in. Let's see who that is from. Nocalia tipping 5, who says, however long this takes, hopefully this helps you get $5 closer. Well, thank you very much, Nocalia. Talking about, Nocalia was the one who asked earlier about the wood shop idea. You know, wait, hold on. Did I do the math right here? Yep. That puts us 6 away from our next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Let me just real quick figure out if I have lunch plans so I can... Okay. So let's see. We are not quite above that yet. Okay, now we are directly above that. How many blocks over until we hit the next point of interest going back? That is going to be 8 blocks past there, which I am... Okay, so that's 12... 36, okay. Cool. Looks like no lunch plans today. Okay. Do. Okay. So then we're here. And let's see. When we zoom in Photoshop, what do we see? We're out of powder. Oh, no, we're not out of powder concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna have a black concrete here, and a black concrete here, gray terracotta here, brown terracotta here, another gray right there after. Okay. I put the greens away, of course, because I didn't think I would need them. We also need the purple. We got the pearlescent frog lights, at least. Okay, so light gray terracotta here feels about right. White terracotta here. Light gray concrete here. A clay here. Pearlescent frog light there. Mushroom block here. Another gray concrete or gray terracotta here. That might be better off as a green one. Maybe, I don't know. Another gray here. Another one of those there. Okay. Welcome, Muichiro Tokido, who is apparently from Indonesia. Welcome. Okay. Okay, so this is filling in pretty well. Boy, okay. That was slightly out of frame on the thing there. Okay, so we need to go back and get the green. We need to dump some of these spider eyes and stuff. Okay, so that's 2 green terracotta. I feel like we had more than that. Yeah, there we are. Okay. And then in terms of weight, yeah, let's grab some more of that cyan terracotta too. Let's dump off all of our extra spider nonsense in the spider nonsense box, which is now terribly mislabeled. Okay. Okay. Do I feel like we need the lime terracotta for this? Probably not. Okay. Maybe just the green for some of these. Morning, Credit Mike. We are just working on our... Uh-oh, sun's getting real low. We're working on our pinball machine here. If I switch over to the Elgato capture camera only, here is where we are at while days turns into night. We've made good progress on the front of the machine, but there is still plenty to do on this back half of the cabinet. And we are currently focusing in right here. This is the galaxy we are working on right now. So let me grab my materials and head back up. Oh, yeah, this is a lot of progress. We're doing kind of a workday pal around, or workday hangout stream. Y'all are focusing, I'm focusing, everybody's getting stuff done. Hey, Smugless tips 10. Thank you very much, Smugless. That gets us 4 past. our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to expand Joe. And Smugless asks, have you used Lightmatica for HermitCraft projects? Well, Lightmatica was part of the Empire's crossover mod pack that they sent us. So technically the Empire's crossover was a HermitCraft project, but it wouldn't really be appropriate for this because this is like interpreting space telescope data pixel by pixel. Like, I mean, I guess I could interpret it pixel by pixel in creative mode and then come back and then Lightmatica it in survival, but like the interpretation is what's taking time here. You know what I mean? Like, so for this project, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me. But yeah, I mean, if I had a good reason, I wouldn't rule it out. It just doesn't. It doesn't fit my natural HermitCraft workflow, because I designed my workflow for this project, for this like pinball machine project, around what I know already. Does anybody else have a major decoupling of Joe's lips and sound? I'm gonna clap, okay? Hold on, let's turn so that the clap is in frame. It might be big difference. It's probably because we've got the Elgato running. Hold on. If I deactivate the Elgato... Okay, so we've deactivated the... Howdy, y'all. Test, test, test. I'm going to do another clap. 1, 2, 3. Instantly better? Yeah. Okay, so... Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, so if I go into Elgato Properties, resolution is device default. If I turn the resolution down to 1920 by 1080, or... Well, the thing is, we're not running it. Let's see. If I... Yeah. Okay. So I've turned... So technically, the Elgato captures at 4K. So, let's see if this is better. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was somehow worse because it's now downsampling it. Okay. Properties. So we're going to set that back to device default. My mic is a bit crackly. Oh, boy. Well, that's not good. Is it crackly only when the Elgato's running? Okay, so... I am the very model of a singularitarian. I'm combination transhuman, a mortalist extropian. Aggressively, I'm changing all my body's biochemistry because my body's heritage is obsolete genetically. Replacing all these cells each month is here just temporarily. The patterns of my brain and bodies where there's continuity. I'll try... Wait, never mind. We got a tip rolling in from Duncan Briggs for 5. Who says, good afternoon, evening. Hope the stream's going well. Been a while since I caught Joe Hill's awesome news on your engagement. Congratulations. Well, thank you, Duncan. That's going to put us 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, there's some cracks. I think the audio box itself, like the USB thing that we have, has been doing, like when I was, like, there's little pops. So, like, for example, when I play music or when I hear the other Hermits, I hear pops, but I assumed that was a problem with the audio box's output. Because, like, I noticed on the output of the audio box, if I didn't have the headphones, like, if I didn't pull the cord a certain way when it was coming out, like, it would, like, drop the volume 50 to 75%. I was fine when I turned the Elgato off. Well, the Elgato's off now. And oh, wait, no, it's not off. It's just I didn't... Okay. Okay, now the Elgato is actually off. I hit it, but I didn't deactivate it. Now it's deactivated. Okay, so let's try that again. Well, first off, though, we got a tip rolling in from Incredimike 420. Thank you very much, Incredimike. That's going to get us 9 past our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. Expand Joe. Do. Much better. Okay, so basically, the computer can't keep up with the Elgato. Is what we're learning here. Probably a saturated PCI bus, if I had to guess at that point, right? The audio on the capture card is disabled. I think it's just overall the bus on the motherboard is too much data. Oh, come on. This is stupid, though. Why would that happen? Is what I don't... Let's think about this. Because the USB should be on a separate bus from the PCI. The Elgato is a PCI card, not a USB peripheral. So the audio box is USB. Updated my drivers recently, not intentionally. This is the sort of thing, though, that Windows just breaks random stuff all the time. If it was just that the encoding frequency was different between OBS and the microphone, though, or something. Like, no, the issue, it only is happening when the Elgato's turned on, which means that something is bottlenecking, right? So if we reactivate the Elgato. Okay, so we have reactivated the Elgato. Yeah, so then we've got... Let's pull up my activity monitor. Of course, activity monitor doesn't necessarily show you, like... So, like, the CPU is nowhere near maxing out. 24% CPU usage. We're not, like, out of memory by any means or anything like that. Is there a good way to see your, like, PCI bus utilization somehow in Windows? Like, Alex says if you downscale to a major extent, does it improve? No, it gets worse because it has to do more math to downscale it. Flannel Punk. Yeah, I don't... Okay, so Task Manager shows usages. Yeah, it shows CPU usages. But, like, if I wanted to see, like, which devices are, like, maxing out my PCI bus or something, how would I do that? I'm guessing I just noticed that when I turn the Elgato on, the microphone starts crackling. And then I'm like, yep, that was it. Like... Not an easy thing to do in Windows. Okay. We could try plugging the microphone USB thing into a different port, and maybe that would hit a different kind of data path on the motherboard. Yeah, Gamer Gorilla says different USB ports might be connected to different lanes on the board. Yeah. That's what we're... Musclebop says, I'd use PCI crawler, but it's not very user-friendly. I've got Resource Monitor open already, though, Kindleus. And I guess what I'm saying is, where in that would I find PCI bus utilization for individual peripherals or cards? Like, this seems like process-based, right? What I'm trying to figure out is, okay, so I'm trying to figure out, like, PCI lane problems, I think. Elgato is what we're using to capture the second, the camera account up here. So, okay. The problem is I can't hear the popping, so there's no way for me to troubleshoot this when I'm not streaming. Now, if I'm recording, I'm deactivating the Elgato anyway for the most part. Or am I? I'm not necessarily actually deactivating it, I'm just hiding it. So this might end up in my recordings too if I'm not careful. Let's real quick check on that, because I just made a recording with Jevin just now when he popped in. Where is it? Okay. The computer is not sorting by date on videos, despite me clicking it repeatedly. Thanks, the computer. Okay, here we go.
And I got a joke for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? What do you call a gator that wears a vest?
Dang it, I can't listen to
An
this
investigator.
if I put it in here without setting something else up. Okay, so instead I'm going to open the video directly in Windows Movie Maker instead of showing it through OBS. Wait, is this... That's not it. Oh, gosh. What? You got a joke for me? What do you got? Tell me. A gator that...
Gator.
Oh.
And
What?
I got a joke for you.
You got a joke for me?
you
What do
ready?
you got? Tell me.
What do you call a gator that wears a vest?
A gator
An
that...
investigator.
Oh my gosh. Festigator?
An investigator.
Oh my gosh. Festigator? What? Festigator? What? Bye, Jeff. Okay. That's slightly more unnerving than Scarf randomly hot-guying me somehow. Okay, so the weird thing is I'm hearing pops through the audio vox, but at different times, not the same points in the recording. So, like I said, my actual headphones here are unreliable because the audio box is already kind of screwed up on the output somehow. Maybe so. I think we. How bad is it? In terms of is it, are people leaving the stream because of this popping? Should I just not have the Elgato on for this like most of the time? We'll just activate it when we need it, maybe. Boy. This is the sort of thing where like having an actual in-studio audio engineer would be a night and day difference, because right now I'm just completely spiraling and I don't know what to do and it makes me want to go lie down. Okay, so let's see, that looks like it should be a black terracotta there. Yeah, I have no idea how to fix this or what to do about this. And that's unhappy. It's a mild crackle. It's pretty subtle. Only noticed it when you mentioned it. Used to be a program called HW Info 64. Most people are saying they can't even hear it. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll try putting we'll try putting the audio box on a different USB lane between streams. I don't think I can change that in the middle of the stream without breaking it completely. So we're not gonna break it completely right now. Might be the box overheating. I mean, it really shouldn't. It's not warm. And it's cold in here. It's actually, in this room right now, it is, well, it's like 68 degrees. It's not like this thing in theory should work in like a crowded concert hall. It's not like it's super hot. Gray, terracotta here. Wait, that definitely shouldn't be that. If anything, that should be lighter. That should be like a brown. This would be another green. Okay. Okay. Just gonna keep going. For right now. Okay, so I think we actually want a mushroom block here, maybe. Okay. We're definitely not going to record the outro though at this point because I don't want to until I can really delve into this and do some testing. I don't want to record. I don't want to waste a bunch of time recording bad outros. Okay, what am I looking at? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Wait. Okay, I've lost my sense of space here too. So, okay, remove that, remove that, remove that. Okay, so that's the brown. And then we put a green one. No, that does seem right. Then we put black terracotta here. Nope. Yes, black terracotta here. Black terracotta here. Brown terracotta here. Or gray terracotta. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And let's go lay our heads down and dream. Hey, use the moose. Glad you could join us. Okay. We are working on a colossal scale, deep field themed pinball machine at the moment. There it is. Working on this side. Making some progress. One block at a time. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. Okay. Okay, so right there, we're going to then have another... This one's going to be a gray terracotta and then a black terracotta on top and next to it. Boy, okay, yeah, that'll be good for now. And maybe actually another gray one there. It's kind of a bit of a gap before we see the next major points of interest here. So that's fine. That's enough that we can, though. So 3 above that. Looks like. And then 3 beyond that. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and scale this out and up. Who's the Muse says, I heard you, Hermits, were going to be doing a competition soon. Competition? Like there's a trading card game launching in HermitCraft. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Okay, so then if we come back down here and we land next to that, so we are on the same level here. Whoops. Something about being started in a random biome and then a build? I don't think that's the Hermits. That sounds like a fun build contest for somebody, but I don't think that's us, Who's. Or if it is, it's a surprise, and I'm not supposed to know. But yeah, I don't know exactly what you're talking about there. Sorry. Okay, so coming down from here is where we're actually going to start. And I'm actually at this level as well. Okay. So how far over is that? Oh no, I may have made a grave error. Maybe. Okay. Okay. So let's look at what we got here. Okay, so till we hit something, let's go back to Photoshop and zoom out. Okay. Cool. Are both PCs plugged into the same power outlet? I mean, they're both plugged into the same, like, UPS. But, I mean, in theory, that thing is designed to handle... Like, it's a pretty high-end power UPS. So, although my apartment building in general doesn't necessarily have the best of anything, so... Who knows? Good question. Did I count those out, or did I just put blocks down? I was supposed to get 54 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I need another 15. Okay. Okay. Okay, that puts us on the level with that, which is indeed where we should be. Okay, so black terracotta can go here. Gray terracotta, brown terracotta, pumpkin, light gray terracotta, black terracotta. Okay. And that'll hold us all the way over back to there. Okay. So we can just fill in everything between here and there with concrete powder. We're good. Credit Mike says the cam account view is a good idea. Well, the view in progress. Adu says gives a great sense of scale too. Thank you. Yeah. We're just trying to figure out why it's interfering with everything else. Because, like, apparently it's, like, maxing out my PCI lanes or something and causing other problems. But hopefully it's not too bad at the moment. Okay, so then... So we are now 2 blocks above there. Okay, and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay. Okay, yep, so then we're good all the way across again. Okay, let's zoom out with the camera account here. Okay. Getting things done for sure. Okay. Boy. So... when we come to this side of that one... Okay, so there's that thing and that thing there. And then we don't really have anything inside of there for a while, it looks like. Basically up until we hit... level with that. which we got a ways to go. Yeah, well, the thing is, this is like not a cheap computer. Like, this is like, okay, Ryzen 9 3900X. I've got a like pro level motherboard that's supposed to have like enough PCI lanes to deal with all this stuff. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be having to deal with this. And I know that that's like I feel like I put enough money into this machine up front that I shouldn't be having my PCI lanes maxed out by running the Elgato and the USB audio at the same time. Like, and maybe that's just naive of me. I'm just Joe Naive Hills over here. But like, okay. Let's zoom this back in because these are kind of dark blocks at low contrast. Actually, let's make that there. Gray terracotta. Okay, so it's like a black terracotta with a gray on top. And a gray concrete here. Followed by like... Okay, we need to go get more gray terracotta and gray concrete, is what I'm realizing. But let's fill these in down here at least. Sideshow Vibe says, how's your day going? Pretty good, thank you. Okay. We're definitely not getting that high up today, but we are going to go get the more gray terracotta. Gray concrete powder. Okay. And we got a new tip rolling in from Mahi0 for 20. So thank you very much, Mahi0. That's going to put us 9 past. At least I think that's Mahi0's name. If somebody tipped 20 and you're not Mahi0, tell me. He didn't actually write it in the description, but I've seen the name enough times. Anyway, y'all have seen that money go straight to my head with each face camera expansion milestone we hit. But now, like Jacob Marley, these chains that I've forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter the joust. Bum, 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 bum. Lowering the opacity now to 90%. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And we are 11 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Okay. That was not Mahi's. That was definitely other James. So thank you, other James. I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm mentally overloaded. I'm trying to map these galaxies, and I'm also trying to map my computer's PCI architecture. And I'm trying to keep a bunch of identities of the folks watching in my head. I'm sorry to James for that. My mistake. Okay. So, I feel like if I just had to work on this wall, I could keep working on it for another hour. But with everything else going on. Oh, I forgot to make the concrete because we got distracted by needing to use the bed and by the tip. Okay, cool. I'm probably going to wrap up the stream in about 10 minutes because I need to go make myself lunch. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are going to have another stream later on tonight. And like I said, until I sort this audio stuff, I'm not going to be recording an outro, or at least like I'm not recording it during this stream anyway. I'll try and mess with some stuff off camera, swapping out the USB stuff. But yeah. Okay, making plenty of gray dye. Now we have a bunch of red terracotta we can recolor here, and then we're going to get some yellow concrete because we have a bunch of yellow concrete as well that we're not using at the moment. That was left over from our autumnification project. Okay. Gray concrete, great. Put the gray dye back away, put the other dyes back. And mushrooms can go in the random nonsense box. Gonna grab some more black concrete powder here. Have we been pulling these from multiple boxes? Yeah. So I can't say exactly how much I've used, but plenty. Okay. Okay, stop in here. Let's pull this back in. Looking at this closely in the Photoshop. The weird thing is, because it's dark over here in game, it's hard to tell exactly what's going on. Okay, so I want 2 black terracottas there. I want a gray terracotta there. I want a brown terracotta. Actually, probably another black one here. Black one on top of that, black one on top of that. That's actually going to be another gray and then a black. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then we come back over here. And we see that up 2 from there. We also had like another black terracotta in here. Then we're going to bring the concrete powder over. Okay. Then we can go all the way over till the end. Risa Malima says, I just love the idea that each pixel represents countless stars. That's poetry. Yep. Okay. Okay, so when we look at where we are here, getting up until that next one there is how many blocks? It's another 3. So we're actually okay on doing a full pass here. And leveling that out, which is going to look good. when we zoom further out here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So, if we bring this back in here. Okay. Calado says, is Joe still working on the pinball machine? I sure am. We're actually about to wrap up in about 2 minutes. We've already done last call for tips, but since those take a minute or two to process, well, sometimes 5 minutes to process, I want to make sure to give everybody a chance to get those in. Okay, so zooming out here in Photoshop until we orient with where we are. That's this fireball here. We are currently near. And if I zoom out a little bit, yeah, we can see that one, that thing there. Okay. So that is our current area of interest. We are starting off 3 blocks away from the edge of that, near that light gray dot there. Yep. 2 blocks past that, it looks like. We are level with the top of this. Whoops. So we're starting here. And then, let's see, we're going this way for a while. Whoops. Come on. How long are we going? That's 66 out, it looks like. Well, there's actually something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 out. So 6 and then 7. So that's 21. No, that's 18. Okay. Tossing that down. Okay. So then there's no other points of interest until we get there. So 22 minus 7 is 15. 15 times 5 is 45. Okay. Okay. It's a super light point of interest, just a single gray terracotta and a black terracotta. Filling that in there. Actually, yeah, another black terracotta gonna go there. And then from there, how far do we have to go? Do we have anything between here and that thing? We do not. 24 blocks, okay. Did I say 15 times 5 is 45? I said maybe, but I meant 15 times 3 because I was going 3 blocks high. So even if I said the wrong thing, yeah, this is definitely why I need to take a lunch break soon. Okay. But yeah, it looks like we are clear to go 24 times 3. That's 72, I think. Yeah, 24 times 3 is 72. So in theory, this should get us to the next thing. Unless I completely screwed up my spacing, which is possible because we're getting real close. Nope, it does not look like we screwed up our spacing too much, if at all. I might have just been off by one error there on reaching that. So, okay, fantastic. Fantastic. This is where we want to be. I might be off by one on the elevation, maybe, but, like, that's not... If I am, that's not a huge thing. No, I've lost track, but... Okay. We're in good shape on the whole. On the whole, nothing here is stupidly broken or massively flawed. I mean, okay, so then going back this way, I'm going to go up 3, and we'll hit a point of interest. Will we? When's our next point of interest? It doesn't look like we hit any until that thing, which might be past where... Yeah, that's well past. Okay. So, yeah, now we basically can go... We can do a straight line back. Okay. We're definitely breaking this problem into solvable parts. I feel like that's one of the big benefits of what we've been doing the last few days here is we've been figuring out how much different pieces of this require different levels of energy and attention. And I mean, wow, this is really coming together. So, okay. I need to go take a lunch break, and then I'm supposed to be doing some writing time on the Call of Cthulhu game. So I'm going to go do that now. Thank you, everybody who popped in and hung out for keeping me company while I worked on this gigantic project. I'm gonna switch back over to the Elgato capture here so you can see it in the zoomed out view. I'm pretty pleased with how this is all coming. Let's see who I am following on Twitch. Let's see, who have I not rated, like, super recently? I've rated almost... You know what? Since we just announced that Janie Laney is going to be joining us next Wednesday for the Arts and Crafts stream, Wednesday morning, Cleo and I will be crafting, why don't we go ahead and raid Janie Laney? She's always fun. Okay. Oof. Like, I knew I was getting hungry, but now that I'm, like, actually wrapping up the stream, I'm like, oh, my whole body's like, what? Why did you wait so long? So, yeah, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna eat. When you get over to Janie's, say howdy, y'all. Joe Hills raid here. And until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do. Raid now. Stop stream.